Aloha guys, this is GRTV sharing 5 more points on love, making it true love. So point number 1 is the mislabeling of love. People will say that it's love when it's in fact it's lust, in fact it's uncertainty, in fact it's fear and wanting just comfort. So the comfort is not love. Comfort has to do with the lower 3 chakras, and obviously other things like sexual activity or even basic needs being met. So careful how you label it. That's why I use the term Dreammate. I don't say I want a future partner or significant other or spouse or marriage or relationship, or especially not things like boyfriend, girlfriend, which implies that there's only a boy or a friend. What I want is something special. That's true love. And you can only love somebody if you love their dreams and values. There's no such thing from a semantic standpoint as loving somebody. It's too abstract. You can love someone's dreams and values and consequently commit to them. That leads me to point 2. So after studying authors like Men Are From Mars, Women From Venus, John Gray, by the way, he does do a TED Talk, it's nice, and other TED Talks as well, I've discovered that men and women's, their hormones are kind of conversely related. So, for instance, a man feels stress relief with testosterone, woman and exercise. A woman feels stress relief with, I believe it's oxytocin, and then women, when they're stressed out, they start making references of memories, men, and wanting to talk, and then men just want to be, to calm down and breathe and regain a sense of calm so that they can intellectually focus on things. And so men's mistake in life is letting their emotions guide them, because really they need to tap into their logic. And women's mistake is letting their mind guide them, because it's really their emotions that allow them to delve into their intuition, and in turn allow them to create useful conclusions to situations. By the way, check out all these nice berries. I've been really enjoying them. This is the strawberry guava. You can see all this nice fruit here. It's quite nice. And so, in any case, look at the nice fauna up there. Nice pine trees. So that's already like 2.5 points. So I'm going to include a link to further explain the technical aspects of this hormonal situation, so that people can understand how women and men operate. Essentially, women want to talk when they're stressed out. Men want privacy. And then another exciting thing, point 3, is that women. How do people fall in love? Well, women fall in love through sexual activity, because it results in certain hormone being released. And then men do not fall in love with sexual activity. That's why it's cautioned against women trying to pursue, thinking that that'll attach a man or whatnot. It actually won't. Also, look at these nice white birds of paradise. Nice special flower there. Speaking of flower, the vivi, the all-celebrated human woman, that's nice. I like to see it in terms of being a flower, not just its individual elements like clitoris, labia, major, minor. I see it as a whole flower, and I think it has a more completeness to it. So yeah, women fall in love during sexual intercourse, hormonal release. Then men fall in love once they commit. So A man has to, what does it mean to commit? It means that you're willing to give everything, all your energy, all your money to a person. And guess what? That's what you'll end up doing. And you got to be really careful, because if you go through these cycles over and over and again, by whether who would want to, is a virgin not the most attractive? Is somebody with no memories and of other people and no attachments, is that not preferred? In the terms of love and long-term marriage, you know? So, right, all these things considered, right, we have something else to look at, and that is during relationships, some men they'll do things like, say that, you know, it's hard to be around women, and you just have to surrender and lose the ego and not defend yourself and to that effect. But that's not legitimate. And what I have found is that the only thing that is legitimate is treating it like an arrangement. It's a bit like a business arrangement. And not that it is one, because obviously it's based upon your values, and you know, even if you lose health or wealth, you still have the same dreams and feelings, and you know you want to be with the person even if they're limited to a wheelchair. You just would absolutely want to be with them, push them around in a chair, enjoy moments together, be enthusiastic about taking care of them on various levels. You know, men's ego says that they are successful if they seduce the person or get the person, but that's really a loss of power, because they're giving those types of the type of people that people want to just seduce in quick moments. That's somebody you do that to somebody you do not love, and it's because if you really love their dreams and values and really cared about them, you wouldn't seduce them. You'd want it to be an authentic exchange, and not one where you're giving out your passion to some quote-unquote perceived slutty or whore personality. You know, you can't love others until you love yourself. That means you have to formulate your goals and whatnot. But all that said, I have more. Like I was saying, you can't just surrender and try to be egoless. It has to be an exchange, business exchange. So, for example, if somebody doesn't want to, if there's a disagreement in a marriage, and like for example, they don't like what they're feeding the child, then what should happen is the other spouse should say, I'm willing to give up something or let go of something if you're willing to drop that behavior. And obviously, for major things like diet and things, these all should already be resolved beforehand. And this is going to be my last point. Point number 5 is that your first meeting, wherever you may meet, is not the most important meeting. It's not true love at first sight. It's not hoping, wishing, or wanting things to come up. It's knowing who you are and your dating profile, even your social media profile. These are revealing, and this is what you know who you are. It's not like, oh, maybe this person will be my dreammate. It's like, this is, period, conclusory statement. This is who my dreammate is. This is who I am. You know, and this may consist of both certain ideas that they are, things that they pursue in life, lifestyle preferences, or there may also be elements of a person's body type. This is who I want. Now, of course, being realistic with age and health and other features to try to match and be compatible sexually and everything. But people have different values in life, and you just want to match up with somebody who's consistent with those. And yeah, that's point number 5. It's the most important place you meet is actually online. That's the science of love. That's when you compare data. objectively. Is this person this? Are they, or are they not? And want to eliminate people faster. That's the mistake. People are always like, oh, they're always thinking like, oh, well, there's these little things that just make them seem right. Like the certain phone they have, or the certain way they do things, or certain way they talk, or that they're friendly, or the style. All of that is not enough as individual elements. It has to be an aggregated total of this person. Even stuff like horoscope, all that's nice, but it has to be where you have the same dreams, and you want it. You want to. Oh, look at all these berries, guys! I'm about to harvest here. So thanks for tuning in. Think I missed anything? Let me know. Aloha, and breathe deeply. Imagine that person smiling and holding a brilliant beam of white light or a ball.